Evening people, evening, welcome back to the channel. Tonight, MRCs Team Oliver Racing Gr3 League returns. Round 8 tonight, live from Bathurst or Mt Panorama, depending how you want to look at it. All the way down under. So, let's get ourselves some scores up, shall we? Let's see who's where. So, TNR Philo leading the championship at the minute. He's on 246 points. Pat Picklesbro in second, 211 points. Potter McPot in third with 210 points. Super Fast Bobby in fourth with 179 points. Surfer F in fifth with 151 points. Jambu sixth with 147 points. Also on 147 is Dangly Balls in seventh, so joint sixth with 147. GT Deli B eighth with 92 points. Ben Cosgrove just 1 point behind him with 91 points. Diablo on 77 points for 10th. And we flick over to the bottom half of the table. We've got Purzel 288 with 72 points. James Harbin in 12th with 66 points. Gmarge 13th with 55 points. CRT Millerman 54 points. C73 Tab Braun on 53 points. JRC Racing on 48 points. Magic's on 36 points and CRT Burnt Fry on 29 points. So let's get ourselves in the lobby. Sunny weather today. I think the last time we were at Bathurst, it was not in this league, I don't think, but last time I was at Bathurst, it was pitch black. Was that the minis? Was it the minis? I can't remember what that was. What do I need? I need that, and I need that. Right, let's have a look. See who we got in the room. Potter McPot, TNR Philo. We've got Burnt Fry tonight. Surfer Ev, Purzel, NRT Bobby, Magic's C73 Tabron, Gmarge, Fat Pickles Bro, GT Deli B, Dangly Ball, Jambu, Ben Cosgrove, Philo, myself, Purzel 288 as well. So it is 2 races. Let me just pull up the gubbins for you lot. Evening, Burnt Fry. How are you doing, mate? Keep it out of the walls, my friend. That's what tonight's going to be all about. Keeping it out the walls. And it's also about the ducks. If you don't know, get to know. It's about the ducks. Right, let's have a look here then. So race 1, 11 laps. Any tyres for the race, as many as you like. No mandatory pit stop. A little bit of a break before we jump into race 2. So a 10-minute break, and then we jump into 17-lap race. 70% of fuel. Still sunny. Okay. I'll just say it's night time, but we'll see. And pit stop window end of lap 4. You can pit before the end of lap 4, but only to repair and add fuel only, but no tyres. You've got to use 2 different compounds as well, but you're allowed to use as many after the pit stop window as you like, but you have to use 2 different sorts. Anything else on? No, that's about it. No penalties to hand out this week, everyone being very respectful last week. Good to see. So 2 lobbies running tonight. We've got the Pro lobby with me, Dark Smoker, and we've got the Pro Am lobby running as well, live on Twitch. It will be on YouTube at a later date once CJ's uploaded it. But he's got it live on Twitch right now for the Pro Am lobby, if you fancy going to watch that. A big shout out to the sponsors as well, Team Oliver Racing, Stuart and Michael over there. Thank you very much for that. Give a shout out to Martin Oliver Transport as well while I'm at it. Why not? All one and the same. Let's get ourselves on track then and see what sort of times people are putting in. Just coming across the line actually for lobby host. So on the hot laps now, let's go for a bit of an onboard with Burnt Fry. So we've already been around turn 2 to turn 3. I should pull up a map, shouldn't I, so I know what these are called. I do know. I must have 15 maps for Bathurst somewhere. Wherever the hell I put them. I have no idea. So this is going to be the make or break section. Got to get it right through there. Just remember, Burnt Fry, you're live watching you. I know this corner, Forest Elbow. And then the Conrod Straight. So full tilt down here. You may see a position or two change if they can stick closely enough. What's he pushing? 168, 169. And down to the final turn. Let's just stay with Burnt Fry, see what he puts in. A little bit drifty around the final turn, might cost him some time. It's not bad, 201. He's already lost that top spot to Bobby though. The Renault working out really well in this series, this season at least. See if it gets nerfed in the next update. Bobby then on a 1:59.901 in the Renault. Potter Pot second, 2:020. Magic. So joined the league last week. I believe he came third last week, or second. Did you, Magic? I can't remember. But yeah, did well. Clean, respectful racing. Oh, into the wall there though. Allows TNR Philo through. Philo also in the Renault. So yeah, we'll see how he gets on this week. I think he enjoyed it last week. Philo just going through there in that Renault. Yeah, very stable car this season. Fat Picklesbro in the BMW. It's got a 2010 at the minute, sitting in 6th. Burnt Fry pushed all the way down to 7th with that 2012 then. Purcell 8th, 2019. Delhi B, he's in 9th at the minute, 2024. Keeping our Delhi B. Team Marge, 21, 10th position at the minute, 2032. So it's a 15-minute quali. And then into the first race, which is 11 laps. So Jambu 11th, 2034. Cosgrove in 12th, 2036. Dangley Ball is coming down the mountain now, 2050 for Dangley. Surfer Ev sitting at the back, 14th at the minute. Bobby coming in for a fresh set then. Potter Potts not going quicker on that lap. Holds on to second though. Quick shout out to the new subscribers. It doesn't actually tell me who you are, but yeah, shout out to you lot. Thank you very much. I think I've got 498. 2 more mums. Potter though, putting in purple sectors. Forget the mums for a minute. Let's keep our eye on Potter. So he's actually right behind TNR. Oh, a little bit drifty through there. He's right behind TNR Philo. Potter and Philo having some real good battles last season. They've got in some decent ones this season, but it's taken a while. The Mitsubishi, Potter obviously enjoys it, but it does struggle against the Renaults a little bit. Still purple sectors for him though. Got to get Forest elbow just right. Maybe a little clip of the wall. We'll see how he gets on. He's got another timing line coming up down here. He's out of slipstream range of Philo, unfortunately, so that won't be benefiting him. Oh, he's lost it half a second. It's a shame for Potter. Don't think he'll make that up in the next few corners. So current pole sitters back out the pits on a fresh rubber. NRT Bobby. No returns, thanks. Still on that 159.9. TNR Philo getting himself up into second then. The other Renault driver, 159.9 for Philo. No James Harbour tonight, unfortunately, so he would have been the third of the Renault drivers. It's not a team event, it's just the car they've chosen. Pushes Potter down to third. He's just come out the pits on fresh tyres. Tabron's got himself up into fourth. No time on the board though. Jambu on an out lap, so he's put in a 2 minute 2. So sitting in fifth. Magic's on that 2 minute 4. 2 minute 0.4. 2 minute 00.4. Let's get that correct, otherwise it'll confuse people. Have a look for yourself, it's on the screen. So Birdfly going quicker. 2 minutes 00.8. Marge as well going quicker. Fat Pickle's still on 2:01.0 from lap 2. Hazard as well, still lap 2. He's on an out lap as well. Deli B. What's he putting in? Is there a little bit of glitching from you there, Deli? Or is it just some sliding sideways action in that Subaru? So 2:02.4 for Deli. Gr3 got a little quicker, 2:02.6. Surfer Ev still on 2:02.8. Dangling Ball looking like he's... no, he's not put it in the wall. There's no damage on his car. Damage is on heavy in this league. So, as you can see, many a wall to collect through here. It does mean a trip to the pits to get that repaired. Which will upset any driver. Right, Bobby back out then. Can he get a better time? Start consolidating that pole position from TNR Philo. What's he putting in? Yeah, Renaults have been strong at every track. So strong when you're running on the grass for Philo. A quarter of a second down. Sliding it through the downhill section. Down still. Drifting's not helping then. Aware those tyres as well for Philo. He's going to be in the end of this lap for a fresh set, I can imagine. What's Potter up to? Timing line coming up. Quickest overall so far. Let's see if he can continue that trend around these last few turns. There. So final turn, as he manages to keep the pace up. A little bit of turf on the way out. He does go quicker. And 10th of a second over MRT Bobby. Can he get his pole position back? Philo on an outlap, so he won't be putting in a super fast one. Magic's just within a lap or two ago. Fresh set of racing softs for him, fresh-ish set. So he's got himself up into 4th. Pushes Tabron down to 5th. Jambu still 6th. G-Marge 7th. Also on an outlap, fresh tyres for him. Gr3 just come in. So he's now on a hot lap. 2:08 for him. And Cosgrove going quicker again. Bro pushed all the way down to 10th, but he's also out on an outlap. See if he can better his time. Purcell, where are we at? A little bit back, I think, for Purcell on this lap. What's he got? He's half a second quicker than his fastest. I think that should be he's second back from Fat Pickles Bro already. So 11th place for Purcell, 12th for Surfer Ev. Eli Surfer's picked up penalties for most of his laps, 2:02.0 his fastest. He's had a 2 minute, but that's not being counted. So 13th for Dangley, struggling in the BMW tonight, 2:05 his fastest. He's got a 2:04.0 on there, but again that's not being counted. B just coming out of the pits with a fresh set. Bobby's got himself back up into pole, 1:59.1 for Bob. Over half a second quicker than Potter. Potter back out though. He's got a toe off Ben Cosgrove running up the hill. Quarter of a second back at the minute, but he's 2/10. It's a long enough circuit. If he keeps it out the wall, he could have made that back up. That's that lap thrown away. And that's pretty much it. 15 minutes are over for qualifying. So they just have to finish these laps. And that's your lot. NRT Bobby then. 1:59.1. Just keep an eye, see if anyone finishes. There's Philo. He's on an outlap. A hot lap. He likes to come through right at the end and take pole position, doesn't Philo? Low on fuel, so car running light, fresh tyres on board as well. He's going quicker than his previous, but is he quick enough? He's got a little bit of a toe off Gr3 down the hill. And he'll get that down the start-finish straight. No, he won't. Gr3 pulls over, lets him through. I think he got them, Philo. Second place pushes Potter down, so it's gonna be Bobby. TNR Philo for second, Potter McPot third. Magic's is going to take 4th. Potter leaving the lobby to sort the grid order out. Tabron 5th, Jambu 6th. Why is Magic's now left? Why are people moving about? Oh, has Jambu just gone quicker? Yes, he has. 1:59.6 right at the end of qualifying. Sneaking through there. Does that push Potter down the spot? We'll only know when he comes back in. So that's going to put G Marge 5th. Potter's down there in 5th now. So G Marge has gone quicker, 1:59.6 as well, right at the end of quali. Potter then pushed down a couple of positions. Magic's 6th. Tabron 7th. Burnfry 8th. Ben Cosgrove in 9th. Fat Picklesbro 10th. Perzel 11th. GT Delhi B in 12th. Surfer Ev 13th. Dangly Ball in 14th. Let me get a swig of coffee down before it goes cold. Where's Burnfry? Not doing donuts is Burnfry. Dion, evening brother, how you doing? So, race 1, 11 laps. Heavy damage, fuel and tyre deck is on. Strategy won't play so much into this one, but it will in race 2. Race 2, reverse grid, 17 laps, same circuit. So the Renault's dominant in qualifying, taking pole and 2nd. G Marge, let me get myself on with Tabron. Let's get on some of that view. Oh, G Marge getting the start all wrong. Tabron having a coming together with him. Bobby getting off, Potter slotting himself through to 2nd. Oh, Jambu getting a little bit wrong on the exit as well there. Way through turn 1, Magic's pushing his way through to 3rd. Tabron can't keep with the pace of the Mercedes in front. And TNR Philo trying to slot one down the inside as well, using the toe off Magic's to drag himself into this turn 2. Magic's running a little bit wide, that's going to give Philo the run, but Bob is already disappearing down the road. Potter 2nd, Philo 3rd, Magic's 4th, Tabron 5th, Jambu 6th, G Marge 7th, Burnfry 8th, Ben Cosgrove in 9th. Oh, Tabron's just got it wrong through there, pushing him all the way down to the back of the pack, I can imagine. So Perzel 9th now then, Fat Picklesbro 10th, Surfer Ev 11th, GT Delhi B in 12th. Dangly Ball's 13th, and Tabron, yeah, back of the pack as he picked up, yeah, loads of damage. So back to the pits for Tabron. He's got to get that repaired. Bobby, in the meantime, is already 2.3 seconds down the road. And we're only on lap 1. Potter 2nd, closely challenged by TNR Philo down the Conrad Straight. I don't think Potter's going to be able to defend. Philo has got a bit of a penalty to lose though. Looks like they're working together to close that gap up on Bob. Philo also gets to drop a little bit of his penalty as well. Almost all of it. Magic's comes steaming in behind him, almost catching him. Jambu follows him through. Magic's and Jambu pretty close. Jambu has a little look down the inside into the final turn. Backs out of it though. So Burnfry holding his 6th. 0.3 back from Jambu in front. 2.1 he's got behind him to Perzel. Perzel under a bit of pressure from Ben Cosgrove. Already the pack starting to spread out a little. Tabron just coming into the pits now. So G Marge in 9th, Fat Picklesbro hot on his tail. Surfer Ev under pressure from GT Delhi B as well. Mercedes versus Subaru up the hill. Dangly Balls 2.1 seconds back. Getting in a 10th up the hill. Tabron back out the pits, repaired now, but 18 seconds off Dangly Balls in 13th. But anything can happen here at Bathurst. Is one of those tracks, as you've seen. Tabron's been a victim already. Bob still pulling a gap. 3.1 seconds from Potter McPot and Philo. Philo still holding that tiny bit of penalty. But they are letting Bob disappear. Oh, Potter getting a little bit tail happy on the exit of that. Magic's under pressure. Serious pressure now from Jambu. Down the inside for Jambu. Inside line into this next little kink, but if Jambu can keep the line, he'll have the inside line into the next turn. But Magic's Mercedes just seems to be working. Jambu doesn't sling it onto the grass, so he does take that position cleanly. He's good racing between those two. Can Magic get that position back? Gr3 closing up on that little fight, only 3/4 of a second back. He'll be getting a good toe down here now. Purcell 2.3 back. He's managed to pull a gap from G Marge. G Marge actually under pressure from Ben Cosgrove down the inside then. Into turn 1, up the hill, or side by side through there. Neither driver running wide. G Marge gaining the advantage so far, but Ben Cosgrove got the slipstream. Sling one up the inside. No, backs out of it. So G Marge 8th then. Ben Cosgrove 9th. That's the one button. Surfer Ev closing up on this fight. What's happened to Deli B? Fat Pickles Bros come through to take 11th. Deli B has dropped down to 12th. Dangling Balls. Oh, he's got that turn wrong. He's got it all wrong. 3.9 back from Deli B. There's 15 seconds between himself and Tabron. Closing up though, Tabron. So yeah, anything can happen at Bathurst. So Bobby's still holding 3 seconds. And these two are really struggling to close that gap back up on him. So on board with Potter, there's the gap to Bobby in front. We've got TNR Philo right behind. Slipstream coming in, slinging one up the inside. There's the Renault Power. Potter, nothing he can do about that. He's just got to stick with that Renault now. See if they can close that gap up on Bob. Potter can be the bump draft guy now. Close that gap up on Bob before the end of this race. Lap 4 just starting. 11 laps tonight for race 1. 17 laps for race 2. Jambu up into 4th then, starting to pull a gap from Magic's. Magic's under pressure from Gr3. Can he get the move done? Magic's has gone defensive. Hard work for. Oh, Gr3 just outbraked himself a little bit. Nearly took Magic's out. Has Magic picked up any damage? No damage for Gr3 or Magic's for that one. Gr3 almost living up to his old moniker of Gr3ing people. Let's not do that live, Gr3. Really good circuit, this one. Got to get it right though. So backs off a little bit down the hill. Oh, Magic's has got it wrong though. So Gr3 comes through. Magic's may have picked up damage. That was a bit of a heavy collision. Go back and check on that in 1 second. Yes, he has picked up all sorts of damage. So back to the pits for Magic's as well. He's got to stay out of the way of these drivers coming up behind him. I'm sure they'll see he's running a bit slow. It's a shame for Magic's. He's been running quick. But Gr3 just piled enough pressure on him. Taking that turn a bit too fast and into the wall he went. So up front with Bobby, 3.3 seconds now from TNR Philo. Philo's still got Potter McPot in tow. Still unable to close that gap up on the first place driver. taking a couple of tenths out of them there. Let's see if they can pull a little bit up the hill. So a bit of wear starting to hit these tyres. Plenty of fuel on board at the minute for these drivers. You may even see the entire race out with this tank. So Gr3 5th then, Purcell 6th now. We'll have to see where Magic 6 comes out. Surfer Ev in 7th. Ben Cosgrove 8th. GT Deli B 9th. Fat Pickles Bro 10th. So been in fresh set of tyres for Fat Pickles. G Marge also fresh set on board for him 11th. Magic's back out of the pits in 12th. Fresh set of tyres on for him. A little bit of fuel as well. Tabron 13th. More damage on the front end for Tabron. Too bad for him, might just slow him down a little bit on these long straights. Dangly Ball closing up on him, he's got a fresh set of boots on as well. No damage. Alright, so Bobby. Gap coming down. And fast enough that it could make it interesting at the end of this race. What are we at? 2.2 seconds of gap. So almost a second TNR Philo's pulled out of Bob. Potter, unfortunately, has lost a bit of that time to Philo. So out of the slipstream range. Might be able to make that up in the pit. If they pit, they might try and run the whole race. Don't think they've got enough tyres to do that, but we'll see. Not stopping this lap, that's for sure. Bobby has though. Jambu keeps that third. I think Bob will get back out before he takes that. Slots himself right out between Philo and Potter, so that's going to give Potter the benefit of towing him back towards Philo. He's actually travelling faster than Bob. Looking for that position back. I don't think he's going to carry the speed into turn 2. Bobby's got the position. Potter's backed off, holds that third. Again, we'll be able to benefit from Bobby and use the toe of Bob to catch back up with Philo at least. Over the mountain again. Yeah, slight mistake, you're into one of those walls. This one, it's easy to clip the inside there and run yourself into the sand. Plenty of drivers doing that and running too hot into this one and this one and this one. These two aren't too bad. A little bit of a lift through here. Potter down to first through Forest Elbow. Back on the power now. Lost a bit of time to Bob though. It's now 1.8 from race leader Philo. Philo will pit. Well, he might pit. So Bob's still almost a second back, but should be closing the gap up on the fresh tyres. Especially through the turns, but does lose a tenth through there. Potter now a second back. Is he going to come in the pits this lap? No. Yes, he does. He follows Philo in. Last minute decision there by Potter by the looks of it. So Bobby back up front. Where are these two going to come out? They're going to be a fair way back still. Philo and Potter back out of the pits. Gap starting to develop there. So Jambu out of the pits now as well. 4th, Gr3 5th. He's also just come out with a fresh set of boots. Purcell 6th. Came in a lap or 2 ago. Fat Pickles Bro also a lap or so ago. Sitting in 7th. Ben Cosgrove. You're not stopped yet, Ben. A bit of damage on your car as well. Let it be. Stopped last lap. Sitting in 9th at the minute. So you've got 4.9 towards Ben Cosgrove, but Ben's probably going to pit. Surfer Ev 10th. 2.5 seconds back. Magic's after all his damage, so he's back out in 11th. 6 seconds down from Surfer. So a bit of work for Magic's to do if he's looking to get back into any battles for this race. Dangly Ball in 12th. Another 14.5 seconds back. G-Marge 13th. Under pressure from Tabron. Tabron repaired. Fresh set of boots on. Wow, G-Marge has got it wrong through turn 2. Slowed him down. Tabron coming past, taking 13th. Keep it out of the wall, Tabron. I know this seems to be the area where you... Oh, we just look. G-Marge keeps it out of the wall like a genius. We have seen this man drift his cars quite well, so he knows how to keep it sideways safely. That's the right word. Well held there, G-Marge. I thought that was a definite wall-car interaction. Oh my god. So they did another one there. Keep it on the grey stuff, G-Marge. Right, back up front with NRT Bobby. 4.9 second lead over Philo. Philo's got 1.4 second penalty to lose as well. What's happened to Potter? Why is Potter in the pits again? Oh no. Did Potter not fuel? Oh no, I didn't see. But he's down in 7th. He's got Ben Cosgrove for company as well. So I wasn't looking at the mini-map. I didn't see anyone spinning around backwards, so it'd be interesting to find out what happened to Potter. But that just leaves NRT Bobby and TNR Philo great big gaps of room now to finish this race. 4.4 seconds NRT Bobby's got over Philo. 6.4 then to third place driver Jambu. He's under pressure from Gr3. Drifting it around there. So pushing for a podium tonight, Gr3. Purcell in 5th. Fat Picklesbro 6th. Potter Pot in 7th, so pulled that gap from Ben Cosgrove, defended that. He's now 3.8 back from Fat Picklesbro for 6th. Lap 8 of 11 were on as well, so Ben Cosgrove in 8th, GT Delhi Bean 9th. Surfer Ev 10th, was he 1.6 back from Delhi. That might get a little bit tasty towards the end of the race. Magic's 11th. Yeah, still 6.4 back. Although still, anyone can put it in the wall and have to get repaired, so you never know. Dangly Ball almost doing that for us live. Held it though, sitting in 12th. He's got Tabron closing up pretty quickly on him. So just seen a little mistake from G-Marge allowing Tabron through to take a position. So 1.4 back from Dangly, closing that gap up as well down the hill. G-Marge after his little sideways action now 2.5 seconds back. Takes 3/10 out of Dangly Ball's there. Dangly Ball's tyres a little bit more worn than Tabron's. And again, more time out, so it could be another position change here for Tabron. Closing this gap up enough, we should be able to get him running up the hill. Cleanly through there, all over the rear end of Dangly Ball coming up the hill. Good speed in the slipstream. Oh, pulled out a little bit too late, just clipped Dangly, gets the job done. Dangly then drops into 13th, Tabron 12th. Pulls more time from G-Marge. Right, so Bob, what have you done? You have done something wrong. 1.5 second your gap is down to. TNR Philo starting to really pile the pressure on you at the end of this race. Can you hold out? A little bit more wear on your tyres to Philo's. Jambu holding that third, but 7.6 seconds back. Fly 1.3 seconds back. Was a little bit closer a minute ago. Can he close that back up? Fat Pickles Bro 5th. Perzel's still 6th. Potomac Pot 7th. 4.8 seconds back still. Delhi B 8th. He's got himself past Ben Cosgrove. Ben Cosgrove's been into the wall again. Picked up more damage. Doubt he'll come in the pits to get that repaired before the end of the race. 2 laps to go. But that's brought Surfer Ev into this fight. So it could be a 3-way battle here for 8th. Can Delhi B start pulling a gap? What is it in a minute? 0.8 of a second. Come back and have a look at that. So Magic still 6.7 seconds back. Very unlikely to make any positions up without mistakes from the drivers in front. Tabron another 17.6 seconds back, so might just have to settle for 12th in this one. Also picking up damage. And G-Marge 13th, got himself past Dangly Ball. Dangly Ball, not sure where you got that wrong, but G-Marge taking that position off you as well. It's on. There's TNR Philo in the background. 3/4 of a second back. He's still got that 1.4 second penalty to lose. I'm still actually pulling a little bit of time on him there. But Philo closing up and braking. Just taking 10th out of him through there. So still 0.7. Final lap. Can Philo get the job done? Loses a little bit of time through there. So the gap almost at a second between himself and NRT Bobby. Still got that 1.4 second penalty to think about as well. Closes up a little bit. No, actually loses time through there. A little bit twitchy on the exit as well. Puts a couple of tenths back on Bob. He's got the better tyres on board. This is where that'll benefit him. He's got less fuel on board as well. Almost into the wall there. Keeps it clean. Closes up on Bob as they head down the hill. He's got to stay close, get the move done down the Conrod straight if he can. All over the rear end of NRT Bobby into Forest Elbow. Doesn't go for the move there, just gets his line right on the way through. Now it's time for the attack. 0.3 back. I don't think there's a lot Bob can do. He's going to make his car as wide as he possibly can. Whether it's going to benefit him. No, Philo just losing his penalty through there, so possibly allowing Bob the win here. He's going to have to lose that penalty before the line, or he'll incur a time penalty anyway, so to push him further back. So it looks like NRT Bobby's going to take this one. It was almost side by side at the end. Yes, Bobby taking it. Philo coming home second. Jambu's going to take third. Birdfly actually lost a load of time at the end there to him, so it takes fourth. Fat Pickles Bro just coming around the final turn now for fifth. Perzel just in the background as well, taking sixth, sideways across the line for Fat Pickles, thank you. Perzel sixth. Potomac Potts has to settle for seventh, into the pit wall in anger. Delhi B taking 8th, sideways as well, thank you. Surfer Ed sideways on fire for 9th. Ben Cosgrove coming in for 10th. Sideways and on fire. Oh, Magic's almost sideways and on fire for 11th. A little bit of a wiggle from you. So 11th place for Magic's. Tabron coming home in 12th, straight-laced. G Marge 13th. Lost an awful lot of time to Tabron at the end of that race. He has got a little bit of damage though. Almost sideways for G Marge, and Dangly Ball just coming home to take that final place for race 1 then. And there it is. Yeah, good racing. Bob tearing away with that one again at the start. Bottom of pot taking second, but Philo just able to claw that back. These Renaults, gonna have to ban them. Gotta ban them. So doesn't so much benefit the drivers for race 2 though. The top 3 from race 1 will all carry extra weight over into race 2 and start from the back of the pack. So Bob, Philo and Jambu will all have slightly heavier cars than in race 1 and start from the back of the pack. Longer race, strategy is more important. They don't start with a full tank of fuel either. So it's only 70 litres or 70% of a tank. They have to use 2 different compounds of tyre, and they're not allowed to pit before lap 4, the end of lap 4, apologies. So yeah, different strategies going to play out in race 2. Be interesting to see how the new drivers are getting on in the Pro-Am lobby. I know one guy messaged me, was it yesterday or Monday? I think he's pretty new to the whole game. Yeah, he's racing Pro-Am, full damage, fuel, tyres, everything. I've told him I don't want to hear any noise when you've got a whole lap back to the pits because you've smashed your car into a wall. Don't want to hear it. I think he's a competent driver. He's just not really got involved with sort of proper sim racing leagues like these. But we'll see. We'll see how he gets on. I'll give him a shout after the race and find out. But Magic's a newcomer last week. And yeah, he's doing all right. He's had a bit of an unfortunate race tonight, but I believe it was second last week in race 2. Ben Cosgrove asking if we can turn damage off. No, we can't, Ben. No, we can't. How dare you ask such a question? Yeah, you were looking good for third there, Burnt Fry. You were all over the rear end of Jambu. I assume you got a little bit tail happy. Who was it you nearly burnt fried out of the way? Was it Magic's? Was it Magic's you nearly burnt fried out of the way? I think it was, wasn't it? Well, for all I know, you might have burnt fried several drivers, Burnt Fry. I know you're trying to redeem yourself from that title, but anything's possible. We've managed to stop Bob Bristow from rage quitting, so anything's possible. Dangly Ball not confident for race 2, already been asked to be put to the back of the pack. Potter says no, he's hobby host, and he's saying no. So Dangly Ball has replied, well, I'm going to take you out then, along with 12 other cars. So we'll be ready for that. I reckon turn 2. I think turn 1 he'll get just about right, unless he's swamped off the line. Turn 2 might be a little bit more tricky. Good lad, Burnt Fry. Yeah, the BMWs are a little bit tail happy. So, race 2's at 21:25. Depending where you are in the world, obviously. On my clock in that top right hand corner. On screen now. Yeah, that's the clock we're running by. Alright. We're British, we invented time. That's why it all starts from us. I'm going to hear some noise about that, I know it. Dion's still in the chat. So, top 3 drivers then confirming they've added the extra weight. That might have been a little bit quiet for a second. I moved my mic away for coffee and forgot. I know you didn't mean to hear him. Nobody means to hear anyone. Well, no, that's not what we want. We don't ask for bumper cars in these lobbies. Well, we've got 10 seconds. I'm going to try and dig out my track maps. Where the hell have they gone? Goodwood. Nope. 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 And nope. Right, that's that little pile looked at. Race 2 settings just being loaded up then. Yeah, 17 laps for race 2. Reverse grid. What have I done with them? I've had a little bit of a shufty round during Christmas and, well, who knows? Maniac. What have you done with them? Who knows? You can hear me now, Burnt Fry, right? Because I've put my mic back in front of my face while I was drinking coffee. I moved it. That's what we want. Need a track map. Of course it is. Oh yeah, it's that one. Oh my god, how did I forget that? Maniac. Alright, got track map for race 2. You can hear me now, Burnt Fry. Confirm you can hear me, damn it. I'm not turning my mic off, have I? No. Oh, so it is a bit dark tonight. Oh, so yeah, the time change. What is it set to? 18, it says on there 18:15 sunny. I don't know whether you can spot the deliberate mistake there, but someone's forgotten the sun. That looks pretty dark to me. So it's going to make an interesting time over the top of the hill. Down those squiggles. Through the S's. Over the skyline. Now I've got a track map. Yeah, down the hill, the flashing of the lights with the cars behind you, it can make it a little bit tricky. Let's get ourselves on track then. So, this is pretty much what they're going to be seeing. You can see it's pretty damn dark. This is going to be the tricky section through here. Like I say, especially if you've got the rear view cam up, if we've got it in, let's, oh, why don't I get rear view? There we go. If it's in that view with the rear view, you've got cars behind you. Great big sets of headlights all flashing about, can get a little bit distracting. Totally changes this circuit at night. Headlights not doing the best. So yes, it'll be interesting to see how they get on in race 2. Well, it doesn't look very sunny there, does it? Here we go then. Race 2, 17 laps. Reverse grid, fuel and tyre wear on, heavy damage as well. Bob Philo and Jambu from race 1, all carrying extra weight, success ballast. So he has put dangly balls at the back. So that leaves G Marge to lead us away. Give me options. No. Oh, it's not G Marge, apologies, it's Tabron. Oh, it's not a good start though. Why now would you change? What has happened? Ben Cosgrove, there's all sorts kicked off on the line. Magix is off. What has happened on the start line? No damage on his car, but don't know, there's no inputs. A slight bit of steering. Not sure whether Magix is disconnected. But as Tambron then leads us through. G Marge second, Ben Cosgrove third, Surfer Ev in fourth, Jambu fifth, Purcell sixth, TNR Philo in seventh, so chopping his way through along with NRT Bobby as well off the line. Two Renaults get through the pack, Potham and Pot in ninth then, a little bit off the pace at the minute. Yeah, it'll be interesting to find out. It wouldn't let me change camera, damn you PlayStation. So Burnt Fry in 10th, so Hound in Potter at the minute. Fat Pickles 11th, Deli B 12th, Dangly Ball in 13th, and Magix, yeah, still just rolling about, still no inputs. Not sure whether there's a little bit of steering. But yeah, not good for Magix, got taken out in race 1 as well. G Marge has got himself through, so overtaking Tabron then down the Conrod Straight. Ben Cosgrove getting through as well. So through the chase. Closing in. Ben Cosgrove still holding on to second. Tabron not thinking about slinging one up the inside there, but G Marge is now 1.9 seconds up the road. Can he keep all that gap? We've still got Magix sat on the start-finish line. So Tabron third, Jambu fourth, Surfer Ev fifth, Purcell sixth, NRT Bobby and Philo pretty close to him. So making making their way halfway through the pack in lap 1. Potts managed to break that gap between himself and Gr3. Still 2 seconds back from Philo. Right now, second back. Oh, Fat Pickles a little bit tail happy through turn 2. Keeps it in a straight line after all that though. So he sits in 11th. GT Delhi B right behind him in 12th. Dagley Ball 13th. Yeah. Magic's not sure what's happening with him. So gap coming down between G Marge and Ben Cosgrove. Oh, a little bit tail happy through there for the Mercedes driver. Tabron all over the rear end. Yeah, that's the view. Let's just jump on board with Ben Cosgrove. That's what he's got to deal with. Pitch black track and a set of headlights in his rearview mirror. Tabron closing in using that slipstream. Side by side then. Through the little kink. Oh, down towards Chase. Through there. Cleanly. A little bit of dirt being kicked up by G Marge in front. Almost still side by side as they run down towards Murray's corner. It just backs off. Ben Cosgrove taking the second place. For how long? Close battle between these two. Jambu then in 4th still. Surfer Ev all over his rear end. There's another pretty close fight. Bobby up into 6th. TNR Philo. Oh, Philo getting it wrong through turn 1. Still holding 7th, but he's now got Purcell. Purcell's got himself past Potter. Potter coming back though. All being slowed down by Philo at the minute. Good fight here though between these 4. So Gr3, oh, it's Gr3 in 10th. Fat Pickles Grove just catching the wall through there. Saw a big pile of sparks kick up. Slow him down a little bit. He's pulled a bit more time from Delhi B. 5.8 seconds back. Oof. Almost getting it wrong through the cut-in. Awkward turn. You have to kind of roll it through the first section, absolutely full tilt, but just sort of letting it coast through rather than accelerating. You have to brake just as you're steering into the second part of it. It's a little bit awkward. If you don't get it right, you'll catch the inside or the outside, or both, depending how bad you've got it. Oh, Dagley Ball's got it wrong through the S's as well. Magic's, oh, shame. G Marge though has pulled out a big chunk of time. 3.3 seconds he's now got from Tabron. Tabron has, what have you done, Ben Cosgrove? Got it wrong down the hill, maybe. Oh, in Forest Elbow, no damage on the car, luckily. Jambu to close up on you. Surfer Ev still in that fight in 5th. So Bobby and Philo side by side into Hell's Corner. Philo's going to win out on that one. Is he? Oh, I don't know. Who's going to win out? There they are, side by side, the 2 Renaults. Potter McPot just in the background as well. Stop it, Philo. Bend his mirror, Bob. Open your window and bend his mirror in so he can't see. Oh, great move by Philo. Out brakes Bob into turn 2. Right round the outside as well. Great move by Philo. 6th place for him. NRT Bobby 7th. Potter McPot's right on this fight now. Purcell still bolted on the back end. And who's that just in the background? Gr3 closing up on this fight. Oh, so Potter catching the wall, Philo catching the wall. Down towards the S's then. Can be a won or lost through here. It's a very awkward section of the racetrack. Let's see how upsetting it is for these cars. The Renault's pulling a little bit of gap from Potter. Purcell closing up. Fry right on the rear end of him now in 10th. Oh, Purcell getting tail happy out of Forest Elbow. He's kept it in a straight line, but that's going to put him under loads of pressure from Fry coming down the hill. Getting closer. A little bit of a bump draft for Purcell. Close that gap up on these drivers in front. Bobby getting past Philo again. Let's get ourselves up a little bit. So Philo losing that position to Bob. Coming back at him down the inside though into Murray's. Back down the inside. Potter McPot still on the back end of this fight as well. Can he make a move down towards Hell's corner? Hell corner. Up the inside of Philo, side by side as they run up the hill now. My God, it's all kicking off. Where's he gone? Here he is. So it's the Renaults versus Mitsubishi fight at the minute. The Mitsubishi actually running a bit quicker than the Renaults up the hill. Oh, he might lose out that to Philo as well. Oh, Philo's got it wrong and he's taken out Potter. Potter's got all sorts of damage. I'm not sure how Philo's getting on either. Philo's got a bit of front end damage. Struggling to control that. Possibly waiting for Potter McPot to close that gap up. That's another thing we ask for as well. If you do take people out, you wait for them. Although it ruins your race, it does make for some sort of more respectful racing. Unfortunately though, Potter's got an awful way to go before he gets back to the pits. So that could be his race ruined pretty much. So back up to race leader G Marge, 4.2 seconds over Tabron. It's a lap 5 of 17, almost lap 6. Unfortunately, Magic is still stuck on the line. Pulling another 10th at G Marge. Ben Cosgrove just getting past Jambu. So up into 3rd then for Ben. Jambu 4th. Oh, Jambu into the pits this lap though. So Jambu 3rd in race 1. Let's see how he gets on in race 2. Ben Cosgrove currently 3rd. Purcell now 4th. Will he hold that position? Yes, he will. So Bobby stopped. Little run through tyres as well, see what sort of tyres people are on. So softs for G Marge. Tabron is on the softs as well. Ben Cosgrove, he is on a set of mediums for 3rd. Purcell on mediums as well. Fry on mediums. Surfer Ever is on a fresh set of softs. Jambu is on a fresh set of softs as well. Bobby back out on a fresh set of softs. GT Delhi B on a fresh set of softs. So I assume all the soft running drivers have probably been out on their medium tyres. Fat Pickles on a set of softs as well. Philo on a set of softs. Potter getting his damage repaired. Comes out on a fresh set of softs, so ditches the mediums. Dangly Bull comes right out behind him on a set of softs. And as poor old Magic's not having to pit at all. I could just fling some tyres over the wall at him. Bit myself. Probably get an airline through that fencing as well. And a jack. So still 4.3 seconds for G Marge. Oh, he just pulls a big chunk of time there as Tabron comes in the pits. Ben Cosgrove, he stops out as well. So can G Marge pull more time before he comes in the pits. The gap between himself and Ben Cosgrove now 13.5 seconds. They've not stopped yet though. Gr3 just taking third, but under pressure from Purcell for that position. Oh, getting a slight nudge wide as well, so into the sand for Gr3. Purcell also not looking like he's stopping. So Jambu 6th, Gr3 7th, Bobby 8th. Again, positions will change when some of the other drivers come in. Delby 9th, Fat Pickles Bro in 10th. TNR Philo in 11th after his stop. Picked up a bit of damage as well. Ultimate Pot though, unfortunately, picking up all the damage. Had to have literally a whole lap running slow. So he's now 31 seconds back from TNR Philo. And he's got dangly balls for company at the minute. Right, will we see G-Marge in this lap? Through the chase. He's going to be brave if he goes for another lap. No, he's in this lap. Oh, yeah, got to be careful on the run into these pits as well. It can be very, very tricky. Let's just go on board with Ben Cosgrove because he'll be in this lap. So you carry a lot of speed into this pit lane, and then it's a sudden sharp turn to the left, and then the right, and then the left. And yeah, if you don't get it right, you get reset to track, and yeah. And you're spitting bullets because you've got no fuel and you might run out and your tyres are knackered. Yeah, not good. So, Tabron, does he? No, he doesn't. G-Marge back out the pits. But now, only 1.2 seconds between himself and G-Marge and Tabron. Both on the medium tyres. G-Marge has gone for a full tank, whereas Tabron has only gone for half a tank. So that's why he's managed to close that gap up. G-Marge has just clattered into the wall as well. That's allowed Tabron to close up a little bit more. Again, G-Marge's car just running a bit heavy now with all that fuel in. Just see it's a little bit of a struggle to get around some of these turns. Oh, Tabron's got it wrong through there though. Into the wall he goes. Picked up a bit of rear end damage, but that shouldn't affect him too much. But losing all that time, 1.5 seconds to G-Marge, unfortunately, with that little mistake. So that will just affect him a little bit into some of these turns and down the hill. It's a little bit of aero, a little bit of rear wheel. G-Marge then pulling away 2.2, 2.3 seconds from Tabron. That one little mistake has cost him. Still, we are only halfway through this race. Surfer Ev up into third. Jambu fourth. Bobby in fifth. Ben Cosgrove sixth, so Ben doing alright as well in race 2. Purcell in 7th, Gr3 8th. Pretty much everyone been in now. Fat Pickles, sorry, Delby. I've just skipped Delby. Delby 9th. Fat Pickles in 10th. TNR Philo just putting in fastest lap of the race. That previous lap, he's looking for the move on Fat Pickles as well. Straight down the inside. 10th position for Philo. So Fat Pickles in 11th, Potter McPot in 12th. He's still got Dangly Ball for company. Sticking with him then Dangly, and poor Magic still stuck on the line. Marge a little bit sideways through there. Does like to drive his car sideways, I have noticed. A few times. Seen him practicing the old drifting around some of the circuits while we wait for races. Oh, Tabron under pressure then for that second position. Surfer Ev catching him up. So back into this same section. Let's go on board with Tabron. Yeah, so he's got a big mirror of flashing Mercedes lights. I've got Jambu just in the background as well, so he's closing up on these two. So third in race one for Jambu. He's looking good for a podium position in race two as well. So Surfer Ev closing up on Tabron. Make him run around the outside. He's carrying so much speed though, Tabron. Yeah, that's a little bit of aero damage. It's just costing Tabron a mile or two an hour down this straight. That's allowed Surfer Ev through. It's going to allow Jambu to close up a little bit. He's now 1.9 seconds back, just 2 seconds. Now it's just flipped over. So Tabron now third. A gap between himself and Jambu, 1.9 seconds. He's still in towing range of Surfer. Up the mountain straight then. Can he get this position back? Surfer Ev's already gone defensive. I think Tabron's car, not with that damage, it just hasn't got the power on its own. It has to use the slipstream. Yeah, that slight bit of damage at the rear end there is just costing him that mile an hour he needs to regain that place off Surfer. That rear wheel might just be costing him around some of these turns as well. Again, just struggling to control it. So losing a little bit more time to Surfer. So Jambu is now 3/4 of a second behind Tabron. Tabron's going to be hard pushed to keep this position. Down the S's again then. Third position driver under some pressure from fourth. Still just keeping with Surfer. Can he keep with him down the hill? Surfer gets a good exit. What's the gap? Still half a second. So still just within slipstream range. Jambu just losing a bit of time through there. So keeps Tabron safe for the minute. Yeah. It's only just hitting 168 with a bit of a tow, whereas Surfers, I can imagine, with no damage, is hitting 169 down there, no problem. Looks like he's going to run with that damage till he needs to come in for tyres again at least. Again, pulling a little bit more time from Jambu. I think Jambu stopped quite early, so his tyres looking quite worn out now. But G Marge in the meantime, now 5.6 seconds up front on the mediums. Surfer in second. Have you got enough fuel to do this lap? I hope so, my friend. Otherwise you're going to be a smattering on the wall of Jambu and Tabron. Jambu actually getting past Tabron. Didn't see where that happened, but he passed anyway. So we're going to see Surfer do any kind of fuel saving here. Not at the minute, it's full throttle. I don't know whether you're going to make it. A bit of a gap that's developing between third and fourth now as well. Surfer, no Surfer. I can hear it coming now. Halfway down here, halfway down Conrad. No, Surfer. Are you just going to make it round the chase before you run out. Oh, he's still got some. He's still got some. I can't believe it. That's it. He's run out. But he will be coasting into the pits now. That's him. Literally, that is an amazing. Dangly Ball's got the pit entrance wrong. Surfer, you blinder. Dangly Ball, unfortunately. Oh, damage as well. So yeah, he's got the pit entrance wrong. Stuck it in the wall by the looks of it. And that's pretty much his race over. We have lost Magix from this lobby now. He did pop up in the chat saying sorry he had to run and do something, but whatever that was, I don't know what happened at the start of the race, whether that was something to do with him, I don't know. But G Marge, 15-second lead at the minute. He's still got half a tank on board, 5 laps to go. Ben Cosgrove's second. So he's got a little bit of a warm set of softs on, just over half a tank. Purcell in third, almost out of fuel for himself, so we'll see him in probably the end of this lap. Surfer Ev, who's just played an absolute blinder, comes back out in fourth. And he'll get the benefit of a bit of a tow from Purcell on some of these sections. So Surfer fourth, what is he, 18 seconds down from race leader. So he might struggle to catch up with G Marge. G Marge still in a good position with tyres and fuel. Possibly be able to get past Purcell. Purcell, yeah, definitely get past Purcell. He might struggle with Ben Cosgrove unless he can close the gap up. We'll see. So Surfer definitely getting a tow down the straight, closing up on Purcell for that third position. He'll take him anyway in the pits, but he might be able to get him. No, he stays in fourth. Oh, a little bit deep there, but he's kept it on track. So Purcell will come in the pits. That will release Surfer Ev into third. Jambu fourth, so he's been in, fresh set of softs and half a tank. Gr3 in as well for seventh. Bobby's been in, fresh set, half a tank. Deli B just losing his penalty down the back straight. Sitting 10th at the minute for Deli. He's also on fresh tyres. Philo just scooping past for 9th there though. He's also just come out, fresh set of tyres. Outlap for him, fresh set of softs. Should have enough fuel on to go to the end. Deli B in 10th and again just stopped. Fat Pickles up into 11th. Down to 11th at the minute. Potter McPot 12th. So he's just come in. Fresh set of softs on board for him and half a tank. Dangly Balls mowing the grass through the chase and yeah, damage for Dangly. Oh, has it made you do a whole lap? It's made you do a whole lap, hasn't it? Yes, it has. It's reset him to track, which means that anytime if he tried to reverse back up, oh, it's done it again. It's done it again. Dangly, no. There's some kind of pit glitch or something going on. We are back up front with G Marge, race leader. Now 15.9 seconds in front of Ben Cosgrove. Great big gap developed there then. G Marge just keeping past Potter McPot. Into the pits though. Ben Cosgrove, he's already been in, so let's see where he comes out. Won't have to take on board a lot of fuel, G Marge. He'll only have to really take on board tyres. Tiny little blip, there you go. Ben Cosgrove through turn 1 then. Oh no, so he's not, he's just through the final turn. So G Marge back out of the pits. What's the gap? Let's just let it settle down a bit while G Marge gets up to speed. So he keeps a 10.5 second lead, does G Marge. He's got the freshest tyres out of anybody as well. should have just enough fuel on board to do the last 4 laps. Ben Cosgrove sitting in second. He's got Surfer Ev only 2.2 back. Surfer might not have enough fuel on to go to the end. We'll see. But he is closing up on Ben Cosgrove. Mercedes versus Mercedes for second and third. So Jambu sitting in fourth. He's just come out fresh set. So not under threat from Tabron anymore. Tabron's damage repaired as well now, so he can get back up to full race pace. So NRT Bobby. Again, plenty of fuel on board. 3.4 seconds back from Tabron, sitting in sixth at the minute for NRT Bobby. Gr3 seventh, running to the end as well. Purcell eighth. Yeah, everybody stopped then. Got plenty of fuel and tyres onto the end of the race. Philo in at ninth. Daddy B only a second or so back. What is he? 1.92 seconds now. Lose a bit of time through there. Oh, Deli B, no! Just catch Deli B getting it wrong and sticks it in the wall. He's just picked up damage. Ah, damn it. Fat Pickles then. 22 seconds back. I wouldn't have thought Deli B's going to come in and get that repaired now. He might try and run to the end. Just losing a bit of time to Philo. Closing it up there. Philo possibly getting it wrong through Forest Elbow. Yes, he has. He's also picked up damage. So Deli B might be able to get this position back. 0.8 seconds the gap and closing. Fat Pickles another 20 seconds back. Potter McPot 50 seconds back in 12th. Still got damage on the front for Potter. Dangly ball, yeah. Giving it up. I don't blame you, mate. If it won't let you back in the pits, then screw it. G Marge then pulling another second and a half from Ben Cosgrove. Just coming up through there then. What's the gap between himself and Surfer? Pulled a little bit of time between himself and Surfer. It's 2.2, it's now 2.7. Jambu putting the pressure on him for that position as well, so it might be another podium for Jambu here. Let's get ourselves on board with the fourth place driver as he chases down that Mercedes in front. Closes up through the S's. Oh, Surfer catches the wall through there, slows him down loads. That's going to give Jambu a run on him down the Conrod Straight. Oh, he chucks one down the inside at Forest Elbow. Brave move there. He's had to stick it in the wall a little bit himself, but he's up into that podium position. Surfer Ev still in slipstream range. Closing back up. Don't think he might be able to do it before the chase. Carries the extra speed then, Surfer. Another good move to take that position back. This has brought Tabron back into this fight though. Again, he's running back up to full race pace after getting his car repaired. So coming up to start lap 16. Jambu having to go a bit defensive from Tabron. He's keeping himself in touch with Surfer. He has got to worry about that Aston behind him. Closing up into turn one, has to go defensive again. Tries to sling one on the inside of Surfer. Oh, Tabron's got it wrong. Lost a lot of time there, and he might lose these positions to Bobby and Gr3. Might just hold on to it up the hill, but that's going to put him under pressure on these last couple of laps. So let's have a run through. G Marge back up to almost 15 seconds gap, holding that first position. Been comfortable from word go really, G Marge. There was a bit of chaos off the line. The top three managed to get away. I'm not sure what happened. But, yeah, there's a big old gap before the next two drivers came through. And they all came through in a line as well, so it looks like there might have been a bit of a traffic jam or collision on the line. Not too sure. But yeah, G Marge now 15.5 seconds over Ben Cosgrove. Ben Cosgrove now 4.8 from Surfer. Yes, Surfer has been given a slight bit of relief. The attacks from Tabron on Jambu has just allowed Surfer a little bit of breathing room. Now 1.9 seconds down there. Oh, he's got it wrong through Forest Elbow. No, Surfer! He's almost out of fuel again, so he's got a lap to do after this. So the gap down to 1.2 between himself and Jambu. So he's not put himself under too much pressure with that mistake. But Jambu now pulled a gap from, it's now Bobby. What's happened to Tabron? What happened to you? Oh, you got it wrong, didn't you? Of the, yeah. And that allowed Bob and Purzel and Burntfry to come through. Damage for you as well. Oh, you must have got it wrong somewhere else. So Surfer just holding that third at the minute, 1.6 between himself and Jambu. Bobby then 1.4 seconds back in the Renault. He's dragging Burntfry with him for 5th and 6th. So this could be a good fight. Burntfry getting a good run out of there. Long-standing rivalry between Bob and Burntfry, but Burntfry winning out at the minute. Bob is actually carrying that extra weight from race 1. So 5th and 6th, still right behind Jambu. Anything can happen over this mountain section. So Purzel sitting in 7th, 2.7 seconds back again. Positions could change. Philo then, a long way back, 27 seconds. GT Delhi B still within striking distance. There's only a second between these two. A little bit of damage on Delhi's car though. Fat Pickles in 10th. Comfortably as well, 10.5 seconds back. Potter McPot, yeah, it looks like Potter's sitting at the end of this race. Is he? Oh no, he's taken more tyres and fuel. Back out the pits in 11th. Dagley Ball's rolling around again. He's going to give this pit one more try, I think. Not that it's going to benefit him now. Race is over. Yeah, why not? Take the grass. Screw it. Oh, you're just rolling around to wait to the end of the race. Yeah, take the boards out as well. So Dagley will finish the race. Oh, missed G March across the line. Apologies, people. So G March taking first. Ben Cosgrove 22 seconds back in the end. G March, he must put a stormer in that final couple of laps. So Ben Cosgrove taking second. Surfer Ev taking third. Burntfry fourth. What happened to Bob? Jambu fifth. Bobby in sixth. Bobby out of fuel. Purzel seventh. TNR Philo, if he stops driving that car on the grass, will take eighth. Yeah, he pulled all sorts of time from Delhi. Delhi's got it wrong a little bit somewhere, unless Delhi's run out of fuel. Might have happened. So Philo takes eighth. Delhi B. What's happening there? Delhi B taking ninth. Fat Picklesbro then taking ninth. Delhi B taking 10th. I don't know. Dagley Ball's already crossed the line. We just wait for Potter McPot. That was a bit of a strange race, this one. A bit of a strange race. No idea what happened at the start. No idea what happened at the end. And Potter sticking it in the wall as well. So that was race 2. But yes, good win for G Marge. Comfortable as well. 22 seconds. How did you get that much time? Because there wasn't big gaps, you know. Ben Cosgrove didn't lose any time to anyone else. Don't know how you got that extra 10 seconds. Amazing. Or 7 seconds or whatever it was. Madness. But that's the chaos of Bathurst at night. Awkward track in the day, let alone with the lights off. But that was round 8 of MRC's Team Oliver Racing GR3 League. next week, same time, same place. I myself am back tomorrow night at 9 o'clock for the P1 boys and their chaotic rallycross event. We are at Colorado Springs tomorrow, so back to the off-road event. It is 1 week tarmac, 1 week dirt. So Colorado Springs tomorrow. Boost is on in that race, so they are always close together. It's madness. You can't even see what positions people are in. It's just a blur of cars and names. So come and check that out tomorrow night. That's at 9 o'clock. Friday night, 9 o'clock as well. I cover the Fusion League of the GTTCC. That's MRC as well. Nothing on Saturday. Final round of the Mazdas on Sunday night. We are from Red Bull Ring. So come and check that out. That's 8 o'clock Sunday night, followed straight away at 9 o'clock with the P1 boys again, and their BMW M3 League. So that's 9 o'clock. 8 o'clock is the Tanso Racing MX5, and 9 o'clock is the P1 boys and the BMWs. And then Monday night, 8:30, is the Tanso Racing Chewit Racing Mini Cooper Cup. That's always some good battles in there. Had a really good battle at Miyabi on Monday just gone. Ought to check that out on the channel. That was a really good fight. And then yes, Tuesday off because the Lamborghini League's finished, and back next week for round 9 of this. Oh, and there we go. Kicked out. So yeah, another quick shout out to the sponsors, Tina Oliver Racing, Stuart and Michael, and Martin Oliver Transport as well. Thank you boys, we do appreciate it. If you want to help my channel out, get yourselves over to buymeacoffee.com/dartsmoker and chuck me a little donation if you can. Thank you very much. Other than that, I hope you like what you watched. If you have, chuck a little thumbs up, give us a like, give us a subscribe, tell your mates, tell your mums. My name's Dart Smoker. I'm out of here. Not yet, I'm not. Now I am.